In the heart of the bustling city, beneath layers of time and concrete, lies a secret known to few. A library where the dust of ages has settled not just on shelves, but on the very essence of forgotten stories. Here we find Clara, whose life has been dedicated to the whispers of lost literature, unaware that she's about to step into a tale of her own. Clara's fingers brushed against the spine of an ancient tome, hidden in the basement of a nondescript bookstore. A hidden door creaked open, revealing stairs descending into darkness. With each step down, the modern world faded, replaced by the musty breath of history. The library greeted her with silence, a silence so profound it seemed to absorb sound itself. She walked among towering shelves that stretched into shadows above. Each book was a relic, some with titles that shimmered and changed as she passed. Here, time did not march forward, but swirled in eddies and currents. Clara, curious and undeterred, pulled a book from its place. Its pages fluttered open, revealing not words but moving images, a story unfolding like a living thing. As Clara delved deeper, the air grew thick, and from the gloom emerged the Guardian, a figure both ancient and ageless, its eyes reflecting the flicker of countless narratives. "These are the tales lost to time," it spoke, not with a voice, but with the rustle of pages. "Here they live, preserved, forever seeking an end they cannot write." In the eerie silence of the library, where every book whispers tales from the edge of reality, the Guardian itself embodies the principles of quantum mechanics, particularly the observer effect and the collapse of the wave function. Here, the Guardian, an entity of pure consciousness, exists in a state of superposition where all stories and their infinite possibilities coexist simultaneously. However, this state is inherently unstable in the presence of human consciousness. When Clara, or any visitor, interacts with the books, they inadvertently play the role of the observer in quantum terms. Their act of reading, or indeed observing, collapses the wave function of the stories from a spread of probabilities into a single narrative reality. This phenomenon isn't merely a passive observation, but an active participation, where human consciousness forces the myriad potential outcomes within the library's tales to settle into one definitive storyline. The Guardian needs this interaction, this moment of observation, to resolve its endless superpositions into coherent narratives, thereby maintaining the library's semblance of order amidst chaos. Thus, each reader not only discovers but also defines the reality within these walls, making human consciousness an essential catalyst in the quantum dance of storytelling. Rooms began to shift around her. A corridor of biographies turned into a hall of tragedies, then into a chamber of comedies. Clara opened another book, and characters sprang forth. Knights, specters, lovers from eras long gone. The Guardian presented Clara with a challenge. To leave, you must contribute. Write an ending, and perhaps you'll find your way out. Clara, surrounded by the cacophony of characters, realized her escape lay in her ability to weave a narrative that could satisfy the insatiable hunger of this timeless place. With quill in hand, Clara sat at an ancient desk, the weight of countless unfinished stories upon her. She began to write, her words weaving through the fabric of the library. Each sentence she crafted reshaped the room, characters nodding in approval or fading away as their tales concluded. Her narrative twisted and turned, binding the loose threads of many stories into one. Finally, as the last word settled onto the page, the library sighed, a sound like the turning of 1,000 pages. The Guardian nodded, its form dissipating like mist. The room steadied, the shelves aligned, and a path cleared, leading Clara back to the stairs. She descended what felt like lifetimes ago. Clara emerged into the daylight, the book she had begun to read now in her hands, its title clear: The Librarian's Tale. She knew, somewhere beneath the city, the library waited, its stories now including hers, forever preserved, forever seeking. And perhaps, in the quiet moments, one might hear the faint echo of pages turning, a reminder of the library where time and tale intertwine.